It's not war.
No, it's not war. It's not war like you know it. Grab the mic, hold it, and then start to flow it. Hot air blowing, then say you know thing. The whole thing's a joke going on, man. You broken.
How you guys doing today? You are tuned into Fatherhood podcast short, presented to you by About This Love podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in to the first episode. The response was good. I appreciate those who left feedback on our Facebook page. We do use our Facebook page, About This Love, which is the platform that we use for all of our podcasts. So thank you for the feedback. Thank you for those who enjoyed it. I just wanted to continue the conversation on today. And again, my name is Dale Skinner. I'm your host for the Fatherhood podcast short, coming to you from the Baltimore area. I am originally from North Carolina, Jacksonville to be exact. And I just wanted to continue on the conversation from last week on today. Last week, I left a lot of good information for you guys, kind of gave you the backdrop. I let you know about This Love. That's the podcast that me and my wife host together about relationships. Please check it out. It's definitely some good, positive, encouraging information about people. We dive into interesting topics, and we also are very transparent and share a lot about our own lives. Without further ado, I don't want to hold up anyone, so last week I mentioned how I would begin to give statistics. So I'm going to leave this article or this website in the description for those who want to check it out and read it for themselves. The website is fatherhood.org. And it's National Fatherhood Incentive is the I guess the website what they focus on, and I'm guessing they get most of their information from the Census Bureau, because they use a lot of facts, and they also do refer back to them. So I'm gonna just begin to read and highlight some of the facts, and I'm gonna talk about it after I read them. I'm not gonna read everything, but I'm gonna read what they have on their homepage, the majority of it anyways. And the when you go to the website, when you click on the website, it automatically comes on, and the first picture you see is a young man on a brick background, and it says the proof is in father absence harms children. So it starts off, there's a father absence crisis in America. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, 18.3 million children, 1 in 4, live without a biological, step, or adoptive father in the home. Consequently, there is a father factor in nearly all social ills facing America today. And it goes on to say the father absence crisis in America. I guess it's saying people without fathers are 4 times greater risk of poverty, 7 times more likely to become pregnant as a teen, more likely to have behavioral problems, more likely to face abuse and neglect, 2 times greater risk of infant mortality, more likely to abuse drugs and alcohol, more likely to go to prison, 2 times more likely to suffer abuse, more likely to commit crimes, 2 times more likely to drop out of high school. And you scroll down and it gives facts. And the website does have, I guess, things you can download with more facts, but I'm not going to really do that. I'm just going to keep it short as I read some of the facts. I'm not going to read all of them. I'm going to read the ones that I like. So the next portion, as you scroll down to the website, it gives facts. So facts. Involved dads improve their children's overall emotional and social well-being. Facts. Children with involved fathers are less likely to be mistreated. Facts. Children who live with their dads do better in school. I'm gonna stop saying facts. It sounds kind of annoying. Adolescent teen boys who live with their dads are less likely to carry a gun or deal drugs. Involved dads reduce moms' parenting stress. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, 19.5 million children, more than 1 in 4, live without a father in the home. Children with imprisoned fathers are more likely to have depression. Children living without fathers in the homes are 47% more likely to live in poverty. Men with absent fathers are more likely to become absent fathers themselves. Women with absent fathers are more likely to have children with absent fathers. Boys have fewer behavioral problems, and girls have fewer psychological problems when they have involved dads. Infant deaths within the first 28 days of life is 4 times higher for those with absent fathers than those with involved fathers. One in four children live in a home without a dad. And it gives, I'm guessing some statistics. It says Mississippi has the highest number of children living in father-absent homes, 36.2%, followed by Louisiana, 34.4%, and next is Alabama, 30.7%. Children living in female-headed homes with no spouse present have a poverty rate of 47.6%, over 4 times the rate of children living with married couple families. That the absence of a biological father contributes to increased risk of child mistreatment. Involved individuals from fathers absent homes are 279% more likely to carry guns and deal drugs than peers living with their fathers. Involved fathers in school is associated with the higher likelihood of a student getting mostly A's. Children raised in a father-absent house are more likely to experience behavioral problems. Adolescent boys with absent fathers are more likely to engage in delinquents than those with fathers who are present. 92% of parents in prison are fathers. And there's really a whole lot. I'm not gonna go on, but I wanted to read those facts because, as I stated on the last episode, I think oftentimes when we have children, or what I want to say is that when we are in a moment of pleasure, these are things that we just don't really consider. It's interesting because yesterday I watched an interview with a guy named, I believe, Charleston White, and he was talking about Future and just how, you know, him critiquing certain individuals. He was like, well, Future is a man that has 9 children, I believe is what he says, and he just goes on to say how knowing, you know, Future is a very successful man, and him knowing and understanding the detriment to having children and just leaving them, you know, why would he contribute to that? And he kind of went on to say that, you know, really it's the culture is to blame, because we should criticize men who do these kind of things. Now, I don't know Future's personal life. I don't know if he's involved in his children's life or not. So I really won't speak on that. But I did think that was, I thought what he said was interesting as it relates to just if society, you know, would, or we as a culture would kind of criticize individuals who just make children and leave them and roll out and are not very responsible for their children. I think that, you know, as a culture, we could just hold individuals accountable, you know what I'm saying? And I think that a lot of what we see in today's society, especially in the African-American society, I say that because when I was growing up, I had many friends, and I'm thinking because I don't want to give wrong information, but I don't believe out of the 4 to 6 guys I hung around in high school, I don't believe any of us had a father that was in the home. As I stated on last week's podcast, my father was in the home, but he was out of the home due to, you know, imprisonment. Even that, you know, you really can't say that is really effective because it was very inconsistent. So I just wanted to kind of give that for today. I'm not going to speak too much on anymore. I'm going to save it for the next episode. But again, thank you all for tuning in to the Fatherhood audio short, podcast short, whatever you want to call it. We definitely appreciate the support from last week. We appreciate, you know, those who are tuning in. Thank you. I appreciate it. And we're going to just continue the conversation. We're going to continue the conversation to improve fatherhood and speak on fatherlessness and just how to be better fathers, you know, and what fatherhood means to us as a culture and even individually. So until next time, thank you for tuning in. Fatherhood Podcast, short, presented to you by About This Love. Until next time, peace.
Man, that's the orphan. There's more growing, living and showing. We are the sons of reflection that's under the one who wonders with lightning and thunder. His nature discovered through those who recovered. The culture pre-existed above us. Seasons up soon coming out of our rooms. We see him in you and be greeting him too. And eating the food he be feeding us too. Feet see my enemies be passing the spoon. And laughing at dudes think I'm acting it through. My life is in view, so snack of its fruit. If it benefits you, you can question me too. Answer what I can and the rest for the few. Forming a house and being a wise builder. Pouring from my mouth, better use my filter. Like another sound may be off kilter. And another foundation, not my pillar. Man, peep the fillers. Vegans will tell you all the fake meat that the people will sell you. Don't taste great and it's not less filling. It's insane if you think in your brain that there's a war between sinner and sane. Don't fall for all of the pictures they paint you. He says I'm not with you nor against you.